Hi guys, well welcome back to Allotment Diggers. It's a bit of a nightmare on here today. We got a gust of wind hitting the place, 30-35 mile an hour wind. Every now and again you hear the greenhouse go shake. Started off, I woke up this morning, got outside and it was raining. It's been raining for 2 hours. Then the rain changed to sleet, then from sleet to snow, and then the sun come out. But the wind has been constant all morning, and you've been getting gusts of wind. You can hear that? Been getting gusts of winds all morning. So anyway, what we're going to do today, we're not going to be on my plot showing you what I've been doing on here, although we have been doing a lot of work over here. I'll show you that next week in a few clips. What we have been doing is, I did say I was going to show you what we've been doing on my brother's plot. Now we've been trying to get his greenhouse ready for a while. Basically we've got 2 raised beds down either side of his greenhouse. What we wanted to do was to put a path in it, paving stones. So you're going to see me doing all that. You're going to see me putting some cardboard suppressant down and some horse manure in there. And we're also going to be putting a membrane around the beds to prevent the beds from rotting when you put the compost in. The compost will rot the scaffolding boards, and that's what we don't want to do, so we have to put this membrane in. It's a suppressant what you put between, you get 2 brick layers, then you put the suppressant and you build your house on top of it. That's the suppressant that we're putting in. So we've got to start off with that. But before we do all that, what I want to do is go to the end of the video and show you what we was putting wood chip onto his plot, you know, doing all the front of his, where his shed is and everything, and around his chickens, even inside his chicken pen eventually. You're going to see me doing the wood chipping, and you'll see the greenhouse as it is, but we're going to jump from that into the very start where we was putting the membrane, stapling it to the scaffolding boards, and basically fitting his greenhouse out ready for spring. There's one clip I couldn't show you because someone else beat me to it. You'll see what that is in a bit. But what we're going to do now is show me spreading the love with the wood chip. We've got a load of wood chip dropped off, so I thought we'd sort around where his chickens, his greenhouse, his shed is. I'll tell you a bit more about what we're doing to his plot this week and next week. It's not much that we need to do, it just needs getting the rotavator on it and digging a bit of grass up, and we'll be ready to go well, we've already started the sowing, but planting out. So with that, let's take it over there now and show me, well, you're going to see me, the first thing we do is doing the wood chipping. Just remember, we're going to jump from that into putting the weed suppressant and the membrane into the greenhouse. You'd even see me without this on, or one of these on anyway. Well, that's the last barrow, and then we've basically done in front of the shed, the chicken pen and the greenhouse. So I'm going to tip that and spread it out, and yeah, that's it for today. This is the last barrow I'm going to do anyway. Well guys, that was the last barrow, and I tell you, it's been emotional. I've got 2 bags here for the chicken pen. However, I can't get in the chicken pen because my brother ain't here to unlock the bloody door. You would have thought he would have given me a spare key to get in there to do it, but no. There's 2 big bags here though, which I'll show you in a second. So what I'm going to do now is just quickly show you what we've been doing today, and what we'll do tomorrow when we get the key to open the chicken pen. So with that, let's show you what we've done. I don't know why I've left that rhododendron thing there. It's got flowers. There'll be flowers on that in a couple of days, in a week's time, but I'll probably end up digging that up. I was going to just dig it up anyway, but I've left it there for now. But as you can see, we've spread wood chip all over the general area where he works and does his bits and bobs. There's his greenhouse there. I put wood chip in the middle of that path. We are going to put paving stones in there, but we'll do that again in the week. These are the 2 bags for the chickens to go in the chicken pen. I haven't got the key for the door, so I can't do naught about that. There is girls in there, but all that 2 bags there should be enough to do the floor in there. The greenhouse, well, there's a few things I've done in there which I'm going to show you shortly, like the compost, and we put some cardboard down and all that. Well, I'll explain more what we've been doing in there. I've got to add some more topsoil in there. I started to put a bit of topsoil in, but I'm going to be adding a lot of compost into it as well. So this greenhouse is almost ready to go. The chicken pen will be done tomorrow. The front part of the plot is looking a lot better. The next thing to tackle is from here to the end of the plastic. Now all underneath that plastic's all covered up, so we don't have to do any weeding there. However, this area here, we need to take care of that, so I'm going to be digging these bushes out with him. Wheelbarrow full of this is all the stuff what we took from underneath all the wood chip here. We've took it all out and then covered it with wood chip, so that needs to go in the compost bins down the bottom. Get the strimmer on the orchard up there where the benches are up there. So from where the trees are, that's going to be just grass and trees and fruit trees and bushes and stuff like that. But from the plastic back to here, it's going to be the vegetables. So that's where we are with my brother's plot so far. And like I say, end of March we'll be ready to rock and roll here, and we can get things started. But I'm slowly and methodically getting stuck in. So the next job basically is to tidy all this lot up here, which is going to be a lot of faffing about. But yeah, the main thing is all this rhubarb there. Is getting rid of them bags into there. That's what we need to do. Hi guys, well, I don't think I've got quite enough of this. It's certainly not as wide as I would like it to be. I have got another roll, but I can't find it anywhere. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this to line the raised beds inside this greenhouse. I've got a staple gun. He drops the thing onto the camera, really professional. So I've got this to staple it to the wood. Got a pair of scissors, and well, it's very tight inside the greenhouse. So, like I say, I can do the best I can do is just to show you how to start. I'm going to start it off, and then we'll give you an update as we go along doing it. Okay. So, oh yeah, by the way, it's too warm to be wearing a shirt in here, so off comes the shirt, and let's get cracking, because it's going to take a bit to do this, unfortunately. So I'll be right back, folks. So here we go, we're going to stick this in and start stapling it. And what we do First things first, like that. I think it'd be better going that way actually. So what I need to do is get a couple of these clips in, and we're good to go. So you see what we're doing all the way around on both of these raised beds. Unfortunately, I don't know if I'm going to have enough to do it all twice. That's what I'm going to have to do. So we just have to see how far we can get. Anyway, I'm going to continue. So I'm going to crack on and be right back after I've done a bit more. So there we go. We got this plastic what you use to put on damp courses. What you do, you lay a line of bricks, then you put this stuff on the top, then you lay all the bricks after that on top of it. And what that does is stop any moisture coming up through the bricks from the ground. That's what we've done. We've gone all the way around here to stop the moisture from going onto the scaffolding boards here and causing them to rot. Mine have been there for 8 years and they're solid as they are when I first put them in, so you know we haven't got a problem with mine, and because we've done exactly the same thing, so they will last up to 10 years, and you know we'll probably have a bigger greenhouse by then, so it doesn't really matter. But this is all, everything here what you see, and all the damp course stuff, all the glass, the greenhouse, the paving stones, it's come to a grand total of about 40 quid. That's how much it's costing. So my labour, that's about it. So he's got a good deal for his money. But yeah, we're going to put I'm going to fill it up. I'm going to put another probably 4 inches of horse manure in here, and then we're going to sit the compost on top of it. I'm going to fill it right up to the top of the boards, like I have in my greenhouse, and then we can plant straight into it. In fact, you could put, if he actually gets the compost, we could actually put some lettuce or something in there, do some winter lettuce or something like that. But yeah, the next job, sharp sand here, and the paving stones. We've got the paving stones to do the job. I just need to get the sharp sand. Now I've actually got a big bag of sharp sand at the back of my allotments, but that means I've got to put it in a wheelbarrow and bring it over, so I don't fancy doing that today, so it'll be another day. But yeah, we got the main thing done. The greenhouse is up, the damp coursing is on the scaffolding boards, and we're good to go here. Well I've just put these cardboard boxes on the floor of my brother's greenhouse to suppress the weeds, and what we do is we're going to throw a load of horse manure on top of that. It's rotted down stuff. We'll put so much in, about halfway, and then we'll cap it with some bags of compost, and then I can put the sand in here which I've got, and then I can lay the paving stones, and this will be ready to go for the spring. The only trouble is it's bloody raining, innit? It's spitting. I've got my wheelbarrow and everything ready to go and get the horse manure, and yeah, rain stop play at the moment, so at least we've got this weed suppressant down. You could use plastic if you wanted to, but we've used plastic on the scaffolding boards to stop the scaffolding boards from getting damp, and this here is just to stop the weeds coming up through the floor, because this was let's see where this was like that there before we put the greenhouse on it. So there's a lot of weeds still under all this lot, We took them up, we took 99% of them out, but there's still going to be another 100% left in, if you know what I mean. I think you know what I mean. But yeah, we've we've got these boxes, by the way. Is what we got the chickens in, and they can't, once they've been used, they can't be used again for putting poultry in. So I've just got 3 boxes, and one box goes up to here, and then we just cut the other box in half, and that's just finished. It's just perfect. It's 8 foot long. How about that? Anyway, it's just started to drizzle now, so as soon as it stops, I'll go and get some compost, and we'll fill this with horse manure up to the first line there, about halfway up. So this is the horse manure that I've been putting in my brother's greenhouse. It's well rotted down, and that's the last barrel. So we're going to get it down to our kids' greenhouse now and get it put in before it starts raining. So as you can see, we've put some in. It's probably going to take 2 barrel loads in each side. But here's the thing, guys. This is to all you guys who build greenhouses, right? Why don't you build a bloody greenhouse where you can actually bring the wheelbarrow into the greenhouse? That thing won't go through the door. You know, it makes sense. If we could get it into the greenhouse, then it's to make it a lot easier to work in here. But anyway, we've put that lot in, so I need to get some more. So I'm going to crack on before it starts raining. The weather's not looking too good at the moment. Well, this is the last wheelbarrow I need to put in here. As you can see, we've done this side. What we do is top this right up to the top with compost now. Same with this one when I put this last bucket in. All we need to do then, sand on the floor here, paving stones down, and the jobs are good. So we've got the horse manure on this side in and horse manure on that side. We need to put the compost in there now. My brother's going to have to buy the compost, but this is well rotted down compost. You've seen where I've just got it from, and it's absolutely lovely stuff. This, we'll take these paving stones. There's 2 paving stones in here at the moment. We're going to take them out, we're going to put plastic down, and then we're going to put sand on top of the plastic, and then we're going to put the paving stones back on, and then no weeds will come through the floor here. You've seen what we've done inside here. We've put cardboard underneath, so nothing's going to come through there this year. And around the outsides there, we got the damp coarse plastic, so nothing's going to rot these pavings, these these scaffolding boards. So basically that's the greenhouse all done and dusted. So time to shut the door and leave it for now. I'll come back eventually when I've put the compost in, and we might even put some lettuce in there and see if we can grow some lettuce over winter for him. So as you can see, we've just put some black plastic membrane down on the floor in the greenhouse, brother's greenhouse, and what we're going to do now is put sand over the top of that, and then we're going to put the paving stones on the top of the sand, and that should stop any weeds coming through in the path down the centre of the greenhouse. We don't want any sort of weeds coming up, and well, that black plastic there will help to stop anything from coming up. So that's the next job, putting the sand in. Load to spread here. There's another big bag there. I'm just going to tip the whole lot on and spread it all out. It's a bit damp. It has been outside for a while, but so now we've got sand on the floor. So we've got underneath that now, we've got some plastic membrane. Now we've got the sand. Now we need to start sticking these paving stones down. But the trouble is, I've got to lift the paving stones from over there. I've used them paving stones there. I've got other paving stones that I can put down there. But yeah, the idea, put the paving stones in, get them all level, and then it's just a matter of just putting some compost into these planters. But first things first, let's get these paving stones down. Here we go, folks. First of many. There you go, there's the paving stones laid in the greenhouse. As you saw there, we've put a plastic membrane down, and on top of that we've put a couple of inches of sand, and then we put these paving stones of 500s, 500 across, and as you can see, they're all in, they're not going to move anywhere. I just noticed something I was going to show you today. Me top dressing these beds in our kids' greenhouse, but I just heard through the grapevine George has been over here and he's threw a few bags of compost in here, and some well rotted down compost that he had in his compost bin, and he's topped both beds up for our cow. What a guy. I'll have to tell our cow what he's done, and he'll go over and thank him. Would you believe it? I think he's only spoken to our Carl about 3 times. This is what it's like on here. Everybody likes to help each other. And well, he's off to a flyer here with this. He'll be able to put his tomatoes in and his cucumbers and his chilies, and we'll be good to go. So yeah, sorry I can't show you me actually doing the top dressing the beds, but the greenhouse now is complete. It's been raining today, in fact it was snowing earlier, would you believe it? So there we go, all done and dusted. And there I was coming on the other day to put to do the compost in the greenhouse, and George had already beat me to it. Bugger, innit? But that's what everyone's like on here. They all help each other. They all come to your rescue. If you need a paving stone or a bit of wood or anything you need, someone will have it on here and they'll give it you. And what comes around goes around. Everybody benefits from it. So yeah, he did all that. He did it. And I come on to do it, and I was going, what the hell's gone on here? Rung our kid up, said, have you done it? Said, done what? Says, no. It turns out it was George who's done it. What a guy, eh? Bloody, hey, he's one of them, but he's a keeper. And anyway, so that's where we're at with the greenhouse. It just needs to get the strimmer out and strim his paths. Strim around the orchard, then we're going to go lift all the sheeting off, rotivate right up to the edge of the greenhouse. Unfortunately, them beautiful roses that he's got, we're going to have to dig them out. However, I think I'm going to try and plant them at the back of my plot because I do like them. He doesn't like them, so we're going to be digging them out as well. We come on this morning, like I said, it's been hammering down with rain all night, and walking up my brother's path there, and you know that black plastic which is covering his plot to stop the weeds from coming up, full of frog spawn. Well, let me show you. I've just been looking on our kid's plot. He's got plastic covering the ground, as you can see. And if you look there, frogs have been spawning on the plastic. There's about 3 inches of water there. Trouble is, it'll dry out, and when it dries out, all this frog spawn will all end up dead. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to scoop it up and put it in a few ponds around the allotments. So as you saw there, we actually filled 6 of them buckets, and we put them into different ponds all around the allotment. And that's what we'll be doing for the next month now. We'll be looking on all the plastics here the frogs have spawned on it. We'll be taking the spawn off and putting them into the ponds. What will happen is the temperatures are going to drop overnight and they'll freeze, and the frog spawn will just end up dead. It will just die, you know, through being frostbitten. So we can get it up, and we can get it up and get it into a pond. It's got more chance to survive. And would you believe it? It's absolutely literally thousands of frogs, tens of thousands everywhere you bloody look. There's frogs on here. No toads, but frogs. Could do with getting some toads, because the toads like them slugs more than the frogs do. But yeah, we've got frogs in here at the moment. There's one just in the corner here. We got, oh, bloody camera fell then. Stick that back up there. Just in the corner here, you got a bit of a water fixture, but right in the corner itself is a little frog, just tucked in, and we've got several of them. Swing the camera back up to me. Don't know what went wrong there. It's just sort of there we go. Bit precariously the way it's balanced. But yeah, we got frogs in the greenhouse. I keep telling people, I don't know how they've got in. They're in. They'll spawn in that. I take that spawn and put it in the pond outside. So you know, if I see frog spawn anywhere on these plastic sheets, that's what we do. Everyone goes and scoops it up and puts it in the ponds next to it. So his plot's almost done. His chicken's got the wood chip in there eventually, and we just, like I said, it's just a matter of strimming his plot, digging it over, I'm just doing a load of seeds sown. He's actually got more seeds sown than me, so yeah, it won't be long before we start the old season off all over again. Next episode will be over here because I've got a couple of beds that I've been working on. More seeds sowing. We've been doing a bit of work in that new shed of mine. We're not in the shed today because like I said, we've been faffing about in this greenhouse, so I didn't want to backwards and forwards, but I'll take you down there again. We've got more seeds sowing. Yeah, we've got a few things to show you in the next episode, so if you tune in you'll get to see them. But that's it for this one. Been a busy week. Would you believe it, the wind's calmed down for the first time? That means it's going to start raining in a minute. So I'm going to make a run for the dash for the car. I've already broken one brolly, blew inside out. Lucky I had another one in my car. So the trouble is, it's still in my bloody car. If it starts raining, I'm going to get soaked. So we're heading off. We're heading home. I'll try and get this video up later on tonight. It's the 10th of March today. So later on tonight, if I get all the videos all put together. That's if I'm still here. Yeah, that wind. These are the gusts we're getting, guys. It's I have to batten everything down as well before I go. So if I can get the video up later on, I will do. So unbelievable that wind, isn't it? It got half rip into the greenhouse. Anyway, we're going to get out of here before I get blown off and blown with it. See you soon. Bye bye for now.